This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of December 2nd, 2019. No matter what the calendar says, the atmosphere is growing more and more serious. We are acutely aware of resources, of time, of cost, and most of all, of extremely important goals that are calling to us. We're doubling down on whatever is most important and most serious, and watch the appeal of everything other than that just evaporate into the air. A major planetary shift is signaling that it is now or never. It's time to get down to business, and that is expansive, bountiful Jupiter moving into the no-nonsense practical sign of Capricorn. For the past year, Jupiter has been flying high in his home sign of Sagittarius and making contacts to dream weaver Neptune that have had us living in a kind of field of dreams atmosphere, field of dreams mentality, and sometimes in just abject confusion. He has somehow encouraged reason to hang on to optimism for the past year, and now he's getting deadly earnest. In the next 12 months, he will go back and forth over territory that is extraordinarily important for our foundations, for the restructuring that we're going into. He's going to interact with the Cancer-Capricorn eclipses, which are resetting and rebooting all kinds of structural and institutional issues in our lives, in our world, in our governments. And he's also going to be going back and forth over the turf where Saturn and Pluto will meet in January. This month really does start that process. So even though the calendar says December 2019, effectively, we are already in 2020. His change in residency comes along with a number of extremely helpful openings, opportunities, influences that can assist us in implementing, getting clearer on our goals and focusing our efforts and going about things in a way that is ultimately beneficial. There's a window to get intense clarity, information that makes sense, and that streamlines and directs focus and simplifies much. Mercury, who has finished his retrograde in Scorpio and is nearing the end of his time in Scorpio, gets an assist from the ruler of Scorpio, Pluto in Capricorn. You might make sense of information that has been swirling around since mid-October. You might understand your programming better. You might see with stark clarity a truth. And this coincides with lovely cooperation between the cosmic lovers. Venus, ruler of our desires and everything we value, and Mars, ruler of our drive and how we go after whatever it is we want. These two aspects coinciding offer clarity, mental certainty, and then the incentive to go after what you know now you really want. This is a big moving forward moment on self-worth and also relationships if you meet it head on and work with it. Now, the field of dreams atmosphere is still kind of in the air, and something happens over the weekend that pushes you to stretch, that either makes you confront a way in which you have deluded yourself or makes you give yourself slack. The sun is squaring Neptune and his cosmic fog machine at the same time that Venus, again, what we value, ruler of our desires, is in an opportunity aspect with Neptune. Now, Venus and Neptune are the two guardians of love, worldly and higher. So we could possibly forgive ourselves for something that we fooled ourselves about. There is the high probability of a moment of grace. And given that it is the first full weekend of the holiday season, there could be a really strong sense of nostalgia in all of this as well. Whatever these opportunities dangle in front of you this week, know that you can work with them in a way that will ultimately implement and put you further along consciously the path that you're treading this month. And as I point out in the December forecast, your target is Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Wherever you're looking when the music stops at that point, that's where you're going. Adjust your path accordingly in the weeks before. Homing thought of the week. Get your ducks in a row. Song of the week. Field of Opportunity by Neil Young. Image of the week. Putting a jigsaw puzzle together. And a second one that really applies for the entire month. The Four of Pentacles from the Tarot. You'll learn more about all of this in my forecast for December, which is already posted at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my solstice talk, sign up for my mailing list, and book a session with me. You'll also find lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I remain deeply grateful to the many people who are supporting my work there. You could be one of them for as little as $1 a month. You'll find me on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and the group The Astro-Insight Lounge, on Instagram at @KABiehl, and on YouTube at The Professional Aquarian Channel. Talk to you next week.